Okay, here is the lesson that you missed if you were absent. Bam. We're still solving equations, and I don't even know if it's section 2.3 of the book. Doesn't matter at all. It might be section 2.4. Who cares? We are solving a new type of equation which looks very similar to an old type of equation. So, here we go. Hopefully, by now you understand that equations, all equations, the goal is to figure out what number this is. So what number could we put here and here so that if we did this, we'd end up with -10. I'm drawing a line down the middle for one reason and one reason only, to show you that, remind you that all equations have a left side and a right side. So, if the variables are on the same side of the equation, then you combine like terms. Let me repeat that. If they are on the same side of the equation, so both the 3x and that -5x are, in fact, on the same side of the equation. When that is the case, you combine them. Combine means add. So you're just going to add this with this, and you get -2x. -4 goes straight down, equal sign goes here, -10 goes there. You're not sure? Check it on the calculator. So, 3x, +3, combine means add, and then you got a -5. -2, -2. Obviously your calculator can't do algebra. As much as you would want it to, it cannot do 3x -5x. We know the answer is -2x, but the calculator doesn't. See what I'm saying? The calculator cannot do algebra. Only you can. And then now it's a normal two-step equation. So you're going to add 4 to both sides. This is the way to show it. Only a few of you are doing some weird stuff still, so that is the good news. 2x equals -6. And then divide by -2. You guys are getting much, much, much better at the division part. Those cancel. You get x equals +3. I will say this, during the warm-up today, your negatives are killing you still. So, negative divided by negative is a positive. Okay? And let's compare that. Remember, this is old stuff. We already did this. That should not be new to you. Combine like terms. Combine like terms. Bam. Here comes the new stuff. So, watch how similar it looks. And just because it looks close doesn't mean it's the same, and it's not. It's not even close to the same. It is completely different type of problem. So, this time, if you notice, we have variables on the left side and variables on the right side. Variables on both sides. So we call these type of problems variables on both sides. Okay? In this situation, typically you want the variables to be on the left side. That's the wisest thing to do. So we need to undo this or get rid of this. How do you get rid of a minus 5x or a negative 5x? Well, do the opposite operation. You have to think of that as a minus sign. So instead of minus 5x, you're going to add 5x. Add 5x. The golden rule of algebra is whatever you do to one side of an equation, you do to the other. This is how you show it. We did it on the left, we did it on the right. This cancels. 3x plus 5x is 8x. Minus 4 goes down, equal sign goes down, and we have a negative 10 left over on the right side. Now it's just a normal two-step. Add 4, add 4. Let's cancel. You've heard me say this before, there's no such thing as canceling it. That actually equals 0. That actually equals 0. Then you get 8x equals negative 6. And you divide by 8. Divide by 8. Those cancel. Not really. 8 divided by 8. So, hold on, let me rephrase this. 8x divided by 8 is 1x. So you don't need to write the 1 right here. You can. It's not wrong. It's definitely not wrong. And if it helps you understand, go ahead and write it. I wrote it in pencil because, we don't need it. 1x and x are the same thing. You can say, I have a car. You can say, I have one car. Same thing. Negative 6 divided by 8. Again, if you're not sure, please grab your calculator. Negative 6 divided by 8. Bam! Negative 0.75. Negative 0.75. So, recap. Look how close they are. The difference is, in this situation, both of the variable terms are on the same side. When they are on the same side, you combine them. If they are not on the same side, on the left, on the right, then you're going to have to either add or subtract it on both sides so that you end up getting the variables on the left side. You want the variables on the left. For future purposes, when there's a type of equation, it's not really an equation, but there's a type of problem we're going to encounter in the future where if you have your variable on the right side, it's going to mess you up. You want the variable on the left side. Yeah? And no, you cannot just magically switch it around. Things in algebra go straight down. Negative 10, negative 10, negative 10 plus 4 is 6. Negative 6 divided by 8, it goes down. If you write this over on this side, technically wrong. The whole idea of switching things around is very dangerous, especially at this early stage in your algebra career. So, it's only a 9-minute video. If you have to rewatch it, rewatch it.